Yep, we're back with the Nova. So, as you can see, it's on concrete now. It was over there. What we're gonna do today, we're gonna clean it up a little bit. Clean up under here, clean up the outside. Just get it to where it's not quite so nasty to work on. It's not really too bad out here. Under the hood, got quite a bit of buildup up in here and stuff like that. So if we do have to pull the engine for frost plugs, at least that way it won't be too bad. And then eventually, hopefully today, once we're done washing it, we can get it up in the air, get these tires off, kind of get a look at brakes and stuff like that, see if we're gonna need anything. I'd like to get everything ordered as soon as possible. Tires, brakes, fuel system, anything we might need on that front, frost plugs, clutch, and just get it all once, get it done. And I want to get to driving this thing, so we're gonna start with that. We're gonna fire up the power washer here, and on this paint, I know it's not gonna obviously shine up because it's pretty much gone up here, but might try a little linseed oil trick, see if we can't get some of this green to pop. The patina is actually, I mean, I know there's rust, so the patina of the paint is actually really cool. It's got some pretty cool marks in it, and the way it's faded is actually pretty neat. So get some of this mold and scum off of here, and you know, might clean the bumpers up a little bit, get that all good. And obviously the inside needs gone through really well. It's got a lot in it that probably honestly won't be today, but we'll get the rest of it kind of shined up and see what we can't do on some of this stuff. And like I said, just blast into the hood and stuff like that and see how it cleans up. So we're gonna get right to it, fire that thing up, start blowing it off. there it is. Does it look much different? No. But that's okay, because it is. It's better. There's still junk on there. I mean, you're gonna have that. I didn't go crazy. This is gonna be sitting for quite a while, so it being wet isn't gonna really bother anything. It'll dry up by the time I get back to it, so no biggie there. But yeah, it's a lot better than it was. Just a little Dawn dish soap, rub it around. My pressure washer was beating the water that was coming to it, so it means I gotta change the filter and all that good stuff, but got through it. It's good enough for now. So bumpers will clean up pretty good. Some of it's gone, but I'll probably still oil some of that, get that stuff out of there. Bumpers are rusted anyway, so really it ain't no big deal, but just get some of it shined up, it'll be a lot better. Lenses are all good. Got all that moss off of here, stuff like that. The lake woods were actually yellow, so yep, that's period correct, and that's gonna stay. But yeah, other than that, cleaned up pretty well. Not too shabby. Like I said, it's definitely gonna take some more, but it's good enough for now till we can get into this thing and figure out what we need to get done. So I'm gonna dive into the interior a different day. Might still be this episode, who knows. But yeah, didn't turn out too bad. So tires on order, all that good stuff. I'll get it jacked up, see what else we need here fairly soon, but for now that's gonna be it. So if I see you in another episode, we're just gonna jump to that. It is a couple days later. It is finally time to clean this thing out. So I've had quite a bit of rain lately. Obviously seals just probably aren't the greatest, so the floor is a little wet, but not really too worried about that. Just want to get it all cleaned up, get all this stuff out of here, get the back cleaned up. We'll fix this headliner up, get it halfway decent again, and then I'm thinking I'm probably going to want to take the back seat completely out, because I cannot get the trunk open with the key. So it does go in and it turns, but it will not actually pop the trunk. So I've had pry bars under here trying not to, I mean, it's rusty, it's messed up, but I don't want to break anything. So maybe look in there, see if there's something that we're missing, or it's just seized, or what's going on. I've sprayed it and I've done everything, can't get this open, so I might try a little bit more before doing that. But worst case, we'll pop that out, kind of look up in there and see what we're dealing with. So that's about all I'm gonna say. We're just gonna get to it, start cleaning, and see how this thing comes around. The door panels are actually fairly decent. They're not like the Chevelle where they're all kind of twisted up front, so they'll probably clean up just fine. We really won't need to worry about those. That one's a little bit more peeled up, but not bad. So inside should clean up okay. It's still gonna be kind of a, you know, just a driver thrash around car. That's all it's gonna be. So we're just gonna get to it. Alright, so interior is vacuumed out a little bit. It's a lot better. We'll continue to clean, but this side saved me a whole bunch of time because there's nothing there to clean. Other side's good. So, want to get into this glove box, and I might have to kind of jump back to this at some point because it kind of looks like it's starting to rain, but we'll do what we can here. So, I kind of want to go through this without just sucking it out because I want to see if there's anything in here worth keeping, or at least looking at once. So, something about wood dust. Don't really know what that is. Probably just a receipt of something. Not really important. Could get rid of that. More of that paper, I believe. This is why I'm wearing gloves, because this is pretty gross. But we'll throw it all down there and we'll vacuum it up later. But get some of this big stuff out of here, just to see if we can't get to some good stuff, maybe. He thought that the build sheet was in the glove box, but he couldn't remember. He thought he had taken it out and put it with the title, but when he got the title all sorted out and I went back there, he didn't, said he didn't find it, so it could be in here, could be in all of this in pieces. It's kind of hard telling, so if we find it, great. If not, well, we know that he's trustworthy and we know the history of the car, so it's not really a big deal. It would be cool to have, but I don't see any kind of clues that there is any of the build sheet in here. It all looks kind of just random receipt stuff and stuff like that, but definitely stinks. If you guys see anything, that some savings place, bank stuff, you know, nothing too out of the ordinary, but basically probably just whatever these mice could find in the car. But they always go for the glove box, more receipt stuff. So, oh hey, clutch pedal pad. We'll clean that up and put that on. So yeah, we got a big envelope down here. I want to get all this stuff off of it before we pull it out, if possible. I mean, it's just, I'm wearing gloves and I can still feel that it's just moist. I know a bunch of you love that word, so I'm going to use it. But yeah, it's pretty nasty. I don't know what this is here. Motor vehicle, purchaser's name, address. So this looks like maybe registration from way back. McDermott, Kenneth and Eileen McDermott. So Epworth, Iowa. Those were the owners before my buddy Billy's dad got a hold of it, apparently. Those would have been the original owners, according to his story of the car. Got some just random numbers. Stuff in here. Dress parts. Don't know on that. Nothing important, but I do like to save some of this stuff if it's anything worthwhile. These are old stickers from '82. Those are pretty cool. We'll keep those. I always, with those older owners, you know, most of the time they don't have social media or anything, but it's always kind of cool to take a look and see if you can't find anybody that, you know. Now we're getting to Kent's stuff. This is the Buddy Billy's dad. So getting into some of his time frame here. We got more stickers there. One of Kent's registration cards. Really faded, but more stickers. I'll keep these 94 ones, and I'll probably keep this registration card. Kind of keep it with the car or whatever we need to do, but yeah, just JJ Nicotine invoice. It's a local case dealer. Don't know what it was. It's all faded off. More DOT stuff. So more of Kent stuff. 72 green. This was in 94. Issue date 01. Renewal receipt. Keep that with it. AC Doko. So that's good. Let's see what else we got in here. You can really just smell that mouse stench, and it is not good. It's gross. Got some books. Put those out there and go through them in a second. And get this out there. Oh, Billy, what you doing, bud? November 03. It's about the time the car was gone through, put away. Got some old fuses. Those are always cool. Unreadable papers. Some more stuff to go through there. Food receipt from Farm and Fleet, Manchester, Iowa. Some pencils and a ruler. That's about it. Owner's manual. So she's a little chewed up, but it's there. Driving with manual transmission, 3 on the tree. Yeah, we'll keep that even though it's kind of chewed. See what else we got here. Kenneth McDermott, Bernard, Iowa. He's the original owner. Warranty papers, stuff like that. Kind of cool. There's the Protecto plate. There you go. Original Protecto plate there. That's kind of cool. Consumer information. Emissions control, 72. Yeah, it looks like that's about it. Went ahead and took the back seat out so I can get to the trunk. And now I gotta clean again. So we'll get the trunk popped open. Just from me kind of peeking in there through these holes. There ain't much in there anyway, but we'll get it popped open and see what we find. See how the floor is back there, and go from there. So I'm gonna clean this up real quick, and then we'll walk around back there when it's open and show you what's in there. The trunk latch has been taken apart, so it's open. Let's go take a look at what's back there. I've got a glimpse, but I haven't seen everything. Maybe. And look at that. Whole lot of nothing. Oh well. So yeah, basically just a nice big old wet piece of carpet. Take it all up at once. Surprisingly enough, that's pretty solid. Usually, those will rust these things out like none other. Antifreeze. So yeah, I mean, there's a couple holes, and I'm sure it's not the most solid thing in the world, but you could throw some stuff back here. So yeah, I'll get this thing kind of lubed up, fixed up, see what's sticking on it, and get it back operable, throw it back in here, and then maybe the trunk will work again. So yeah, there's that. Not very exciting. A lot of work for not much, but yeah, we'll get it working. We'll get the trunk opening and closing, and yeah, it's nice to know that it's not completely rotted out to nothing. So yeah, we'll get cleaning. Trunk is cleaned out. It does have some speed holes up there, a little bit down here. Nothing crazy. That's not the greatest, but this spot over here, it's the good stuff. So went ahead and lubed up this latch a little bit, got it moving, took it out obviously because it was down here, lubed it up, got it moving, put that all back together. I am missing the spring that goes around the lock cylinder, so just tape that up for now until I can get a spring. But yeah, shut this and see if it does anything. Went ahead and took all my stuff out just in case it doesn't open back up. I don't have to worry about it today. So you'll either see me fail miserably or this will work. Look at that. So without the spring, obviously it doesn't return on its own, so you got to manually return it, but no big deal. It is still kind of touchy, but shuts, latches, and opens. So that's the main thing. I'll get that spring and replace that eventually, but yeah, trunk works. So another thing off the list. And there you have it. Headliner is stitched up a little bit, just kind of zip tied. This is very brittle, so it doesn't take much to rip through it. So it's, you know, just kind of loosely up there just to keep it from being down in your face. So cleaned up pretty decent. We'll come back in a little bit later with some actual spray and, you know, rub all of this gunk off of here. I just wanted to get kind of the main portion of it cleaned up a little bit. That way it's a little bit better to work on, and like I said, we'll come in later and really clean it up. But yeah, that's gonna do it. So inside is done for now. And then one last thing on this, I think we have a name. So I got with Billy and his dad and asked, you know, hey, did you guys have a nickname for the car or something you called it all the time or whatever? And they came back and said, you know, we just called it the Green Nova. It just doesn't have a good ring to it, you know. I mean, it is in fact a Green Nova, but I thought on it a little while and came up with something that I kind of like. I think it kind of fits. So the license plate says 391 JXL. So I think this is going to be Jexel. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I don't know. Comment. Let me know. I think it fits. It's kind of neat. It's kind of a jade green color. Jexel, jade. Close enough. I think it fits. So that's what we're going to name it. Unless somebody else comes up with something better. So let me know in the comments. But yeah, really excited to drive this. The radiator's just about the last piece, and it should be here pretty soon. So slam that thing in there, get it filled up, drop the battery in it, and should be able to go drive this thing. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. So stick around, you're not going to want to miss that. As always, thank you for subscribing and liking and watching and sharing and doing all that stuff. It really helps. I know I've been gone for a while, but I hope this makes up for it. So we will be back very, very soon. Thanks.